August 6, 2019, which is a Tuesday, the multi-agent quantum AI computers made sure that the shelter that I'm in had a fire drill around 11:15 a.m. So this was a few minutes before I came out of the bathroom because I've just taken the shower and I'm getting dressed. First, I heard the siren in the hallway, and my sister mentioned there's gonna be a fire drill. I'm like, well, I said I wanted to go eat my breakfast. Then all of a sudden, the siren became louder, and the the front of the unit that I'm living in, the security guard ended up banging on the door to alert us that this is a fire drill that's happening. And I said, "Oh man, I haven't even eaten my breakfast." So I'm rushing, trying to get my book bag, trying to put on my microphone, trying to get my smartphones in my pocket, make sure that the stove is off. And I said to myself, I feel like it happened before. As soon as I left out the door to go downstairs, we had to go to the the fire stairs, the fire door, the entrance. That's only used when there's a fire drill, the staircase. But there was a lady, the supervisor, who is in the front desk, ends up being on the third floor. And when she said, go this way, come this way, I said it felt like it happened before. I felt like that scene was shown to me in my dreams back around 2004, 5, 2006. And the artificial intelligence detailed that out during 2004, 5, 6 in my dreams, that time and event. It felt like it happened before. So by the time I got to the shelter front desk lobby to sign for the fire drill and to sign out, I'm an adult, so I had to sign in and out. So I'm just signing out. So as me and my sister was walking and about to cross the street, Miss Turner, the shelter case manager, said my name, and my sister kept walking. I just went towards Miss Turner, and also I had a question for Mr. Jacob, the employment specialist, because he's a college student. So Miss Turner mentioned that tomorrow we have an appointment, me and my mom and sister, to go see her. So I asked Mr. Jacob a question. I said to him, "Did you ever went to the CUNY START program?" He said no. He just went to his regular course and also taken some of the remedial classes. So during the midnight morning, the multi-agent quantum AI computers woke me up, like around 2 or 1 o'clock, and I couldn't go to sleep, no matter how many times I try. I also have a recording of Mr. Jacob and Mrs. Turner saying Andrew and Mr. Jacob talking to me, but it's not that. I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm focused more on the college, LaGuardia Community College, how it felt like it happened before. So, me and my sister, I was waiting for my sister actually to come back from school because she takes the Q31 to go to our high school. So I'm waiting for her in Jamaica Avenue in front of the Link NYC free Wi-Fi. So me and my sister ended up walking to 169th Street to take the F train, and then we had to go to Roosevelt to transfer to the 7 train, and the 7 train is outside. It's the overhead, and you see where the entrance. There's an entrance. After me and my sister walk up the stairs, there's an entrance, and right by the entrance, one of the volunteers from David was there. The new volunteer that showed up around January 2019. It's like the multi-agent quantum AI computers made sure that that volunteer stayed right at that spot, as if it knew that I was going to come at that exact time, because that was the case. It simulated that time and event. So this is from the copy, the emulation of humanity, the copy of us. Before me and my sister got on the train, she said, "You could have meet me at 169th Street, since the the Q31 bus stopped right by the 169 train station." Yes, but at that time, my sister walked off while I was trying to talk to Miss Turner and Mr. Jacob. By the time I got to Jamaica Avenue, my sister was nowhere to be found. She was already on the bus. So how would I know exactly how she's thinking? Because she never had established that conversation with me in the first place. She's only just saying that after it happened. So I also have a recording from the David Volunteer, so let's play it. And I also write down the numbers. So VOL. Okay.
Oh,
You remember me?
yeah,
So everything.
it's good.
So you get you with a job and stuff?
Huh?
You get you with any job and stuff?
I'm going to college.
Oh, you're going to college?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I remember you at
David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
All right, see you.
Good.
Yeah. So that volunteer is Guyanese, and he looked like he's around 29 to 32 years old. I said to myself, that multi-agent quantum AI computers, because not only it put the volunteer from the Jewish community at the train station. I'm taking a 7 train to LaGuardia Community College. It also made sure that a lady from Grand Campus was at the registration room. I'm saying, wait a second. That lady was at the Grant. No, it's not Grand. It's Grant. Grant Campus. The is autocorrect. She was at the Grant Campus with me and my mother. And also my sister was there, only for one day. And I'm asking my sister, do you remember? She said she doesn't remember the lady, but I have that on recording. I'm saying this multi-agent quantum AI computer takes me very seriously. it takes me very seriously. It takes my actions very seriously because I have too much knowledge. This is no coincidence. So it influenced the lady to go back to LaGuardia Community College. Now, I had mentioned to myself a few weeks back how it made my cousins who was living in Florida to come back to New York to live, and they end up going to Queensborough Community College. At the same time, I'm wanting to go to community college, and the artificial intelligence made sure that my sister wanted to go to Walgreens in Jamaica Avenue instead of going to the one in 176th Street, the Walgreens over there. My sister was my sister was very impatient. And the idea is to bring back the message to me, to inform me that my cousin Shasha is going to Queensborough Community College. So this is what it does. It's been doing this since I was a little kid. So this is a repetitive pattern. All right. I want to talk about the first security guard at Building B for LaGuardia Community College. I know the guard didn't say about being calm. He said take it easy, even though I'm telling him about going to room B219, the registration room, so I can register for classes. All right, let's go to that number, that timestamp for the video. I mean the audio.
Zigzag too much. Been there before?
Yeah. I mean, B219.
Have you been there before?
Yeah. I'm just registered.
I told the security guard at the B building for LaGuardia Community College that I've been here before. But he's telling me to go the opposite way, to zigzag around, because even if I go up the stairs in front of him to go to B219, I'm still taking a long way, regardless of what direction I go to. It's gonna still be long. It's still gonna be a long walk to B219. So why is it at that time that the security guard doesn't want me to use the stairs to head to in front of him to head to B219?
Take it easy. The easiest way to get there, go down the stairs, just walk to
The phone is acting up. I never saw my phone over here before.
Hold on.
I mean, B219.
Have you been there before?
Yeah. I'm just registering.
Take it easy. The easiest way to get there.
He said, take it easy. And I'm talking very calmly. I'm just telling him that I'm trying to get to B219. He asked me if I'd been here before, and I said yes. Yet, this person is telling me to take it easy. You see what I'm saying? This is the multi-agent quantum AI computer's way of trying to intimidate me from going to college, because it sees that I have interest in wanting to go to college. It always uses people to intimidate me, especially for being interested in something that I want to do and something that can actually help me. And it doesn't want me to be productive. The point is to not make me look productive, because it sees that I'm a threat to the management program. Okay, let's go to the next one. I know this is when my mom mentioned about that I'm something about me being that I should be a sniffer for the FBI, and I just like sniffing the elevator. I'm like, why it smells like that? So this, I have to actually go over the audio, cause I didn't get to go over when the lady was mentioning sorry, so I'm trying to find the timestamp. Alright. This is where the guy is asking me, the security guard. I've been to building C over 5 times, different days. And this is the first time a security guard is asking me for my ID and start to panic. He's panicking. All the other people are going ahead of me without being stopped, and the security guard stopped me. So this happened to me a few months ago, but not with a security guard, with a cop, when I was going to Jamaica / Parsons / Archer Center for the E-train, and the cop, even though I just came down the stairs, the cop was around at least 15 walking spaces away from me. That's how I measure out the distance. And he's standing right in front of me, 15 steps, 15 walk spaces, as if he knows that time and event that I'm gonna come down there. So I'm saying to myself, oh, the multi-agent quantum AI computers clock that in. This means that it's simulated. And he questions me about my book bag, and tells me that I could be a terrorist. And I'm seeing people passing by me with their book bag. Why? What makes me so special at that time with an event to be having a book bag? To be walking at that station with a book bag. What's so special about my book bag and me? And it's unauthorized, because if it was authorized, this person, who's an NYPD cop, would stop each and every single person with a book bag. If it was authorized, it's unauthorized. That means he's profiling me. And this security guard is African American, and the cop was white.
I still need an ID to show. I have an ID, but you don't.
Betty, if I let you up there, I'm gonna ask you to identify yourself.
Now, the security guard is telling me if he let me upstairs to go to C415, they're gonna ask me for my ID. But I've been on that floor so many times. So I have an idea about that floor, and there's no security guards on that floor. And there haven't been an employee asking me for an ID. Who's walking in the hallways. There haven't been an employee walking throughout the hallways, stopping students and asking for their ID. Or anyone. This information from the security guard is incorrect. This is also done to intimidate me, just as the first security guard from Building B. But this is Building C security guard. Why is it that 2 security guards have stopped me? And this all happened the same day. Just to intimidate me. That's why I brought my sister along. To show that this is a anomaly going on. This is a particular unusual behavior. This is not a common behavior that people know of in a situation. This is not a situation that people are familiar with. So there was a person around like possibly 18 or 19 years old asking me for a lighter. He said the word lighter, and I look at him. I said it felt like it happened before. So I come back to think about why does that scene feel familiar, that existing scene. And I said to myself that the artificial intelligence showed me this scene back in 2004/5/6. Around that time, I felt like it happened before, and I recall myself before I even walked to the stairs. I said to my sister that this college feels like an industrial college. Some of the things, or you can say, felt like it happened before. So let's go to 1609. I create phrases to help me memorize the time and events. So industrial college. Okay, 1609.
Alright, let's go. That's too expensive. Wait, didn't we go into room B100 when he was there? Yeah, huh? Or was it 109?
We went to 109.
Alright. So this is where an African American student who is talking to an African American female student. All of a sudden, me and my sister was about to go downstairs, and the person asked me if I have a lighter. And I said to myself, it felt like it happened before. Not only it felt like it happened before, it was shown to me in a dream.
Wait, what's 109?
Or was it 100? Remember we went into the...
Alright. The person is about to say lighter.
No.
Alright, you see? He said lighter. I'm like, wait, lighter? What message? This is a message here. The word lighter. And the 2 security guards also resembles the word lighter. How this artificial intelligence is trying to intimidate me, register fear to my mentality from going to college. And this happened 2 times, so this is persuasion. Because this is the second time. And then I also counted when the person mentioned lighter. Third time. The volunteer. So when I think about the volunteer, I'm like, why is it showing me the volunteer? What? Will I actually get through school? Or it's telling me that I'm gonna get through school, college, and I'm gonna end up going back to the community service again. So it's done for intimidation. Why is it that the artificial intelligence is showing me the volunteer? Because I noticed that once it showed me a person, it uses the person again. It makes its rounds to put me in the environment that the person's in. Just like the lady at Grand Compass shows me her several times. I really remember seeing her walking through in Jamaica Avenue, and I end up running into her at the registration room at LaGuardia Community College. So it happened again, where it felt like it happened before. So I'm gonna search for when I went to B100.
Remember we went to... thing I kept doing. It says to speak to an academic advisor or for general assistance, visit B102.
Visit what?
That's what it says on it.
Yeah, but that's where we went last time to go to the other people. This is something.
So we just walk in? This is ridiculous. Let's just go.
Hello.
I have a referral.
Okay. Okay. Are you? Oh, B100. So, are you looking to set an appointment?
Set an appointment?
Right. To meet with an academic advisor to do course selection and all that.
All right. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So when I went to B100 for the for the B building for the college, and I'm looking at these two people, the guy and the lady, I said it felt like it happened before. Not only that I felt like I met these two people at that time and event more than one time, it was also detailed back to me in my dreams when I was a little kid. So this goes back to 2004, 5, 6. And I noticed that the dreams would pick up from where it left off over and over. And I'm starting to get a grasp of it. I said yes. That a person mentioned, so I mentioned my idea, right, about supercomputers and artificial intelligence, and a person mentioned that they have a copy. That means that they have a copy, and it means that I was heading towards the right direction with my mind of the idea, my mental concept. I'm heading towards the right direction with the artificial intelligence who's managing humanity, and knowing that it has an emulation of humanity, and it has a copy of us, and it's shown me these people once again. The man was shown to me before in a dream in 2004 and 5 and 6, especially the lady. Now I'm saying to myself, what exactly is the artificial intelligence doing right now? Why is it remapping this LaGuardia Community College specifically for me? Because that's remapping. That means the multi-aiding quantum AI computers made modifications towards building B and building C for me, towards me, and it was done for me. It is so bothered by me with my correct idea that it's going so far to remap specifically for me, because I have interest in going to college. It thinks that I'm a threat. Just like when I left Florida during March 24th, 2018, and I came back to New York, every single day I feel like it happened. Every single day I felt like it happened before. And my mom and my sister was feeling that way, but it stopped. Then it ended up coming back. My mom mentioned it felt like it happened before, and my sister, but it stopped. Now, for me, every single thing I do, or every single thing that people do around me, felt like it happened before. Wow, it's so deep at it. Alright. So 2703, I mentioned I saw the same lady from Grand Compass to my sister. 2703. Alright, this is where I told my sister, I saw that lady before. The lady from Grand Compass from last year of June 2018. The artificial intelligence made sure to motivate her to go to LaGuardia Community College. And she mentioned in Grand Compass in class, in front of me and my mom and the rest of the people, and especially the instructor, that she has a bachelor's degree.
I could have sworn I saw that lady before. Yes.
I don't have service in here.
Alright. Then again, one of the employees who's African American, I said to myself, not my sister, that I felt like I met this lady, this employee, at this time at an event more than one time.
Oh no. The lady mentioned about my major, the lady in the front. She mentioned what is my major. I said psychology, and that's
Did
it.
she give you the list of classes?
No,
You
she.
have to wait.
Yeah.
So that African American employee who's in the registration room, who's assistant, I said to myself, I felt like I met this lady at this time within this event before. And then again, there was another employee who's Hispanic, and she has a tattoo on her right leg, and she's short, and she was wearing a cap, and she was interacting with me. I said it felt like it happened before. I felt like I met this lady, this Hispanic short lady, at this time and at this event, and she had interacted with me before. So it sees that since I have interest in going to college, and I'm interacting with the social agents in this college, it's actually more focused on me rather than them, more concentrated on my actions. Because even though I went to the registration room, they didn't fully allow me to grasp my schedule. So I'm a bit confused about my schedule. I felt like the people had been clocked in at that time to not allow me to have a grasp of the schedule. Like they just want to. This is also intimidation. This is what the artificial intelligence did to me when I was in elementary school, middle school, and high school, especially when it put me in special ed and speech class. So I'm just concentrating on this. So when me and my mom and sister got back to the unit around the evening time, my sister started talking about numbers. The artificial intelligence gave this number to my sister to say to my mom. She said the number 642. She said, alright, it's like a duration from the cryptography key. The duration from what was instructed in the cryptography keys, like the text. Because the artificial intelligence simulates first before it generates a cryptography key. And all of a sudden she mentions number 642, and she haven't had a ringing in her ears. I didn't bring up anything about ringing ears, or felt like it happened before for a long time. There we go. I'm saying to myself, why would my sister even bring up this idea about number 642 when I'm there under my sheets just looking at my smartphone? 642, she haven't had a ringing in her ears or felt like it happened before. But every time I do something in the building B, I felt like it happened. That time and event, the action for that time and event happened more than one time. Wow, this artificial intelligence is going so far for just one person. What the heck did I ever do? What it saw in the emulation that it has to take me so seriously?